this is hypnotherapist John Morgan. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Inside Out. When we get together here, I'll offer you methods to go inside, where all change begins, and come out with new angles of view to accomplish what's important to you. Today, I'll guide you through a meditation to improve your self-image. Years ago, I created this meditation to show people how the picture of themselves that they carry around in their mind helps or hinders them in getting what they desire and deserve. I'm sure you've heard of the term negative self-image. That's the result of a negative picture of yourself in your mind. It's worth mentioning that that picture that you have in your mind was not one you consciously selected. It was conditioned and reinforced over time by the input you received early in life. In other words, you got your picture without your permission, or as I like to say, by accident. This picture is the driving force behind you getting, or in most cases, not getting what you want. It works in the background without you even being aware of it, or of its limiting or accomplishing power. I first found out about this picture years ago when reading the book Psycho-Cybernetics by Dr. Maxwell Maltz. Maltz was a prominent plastic surgeon. What he noticed was that many of his patients didn't recognize the changes he made in their appearance. Even when he performed amazing transformations on deformed patients, many of them didn't see the change. Everyone else noticed. The person's family members noticed. My God. Their friends noticed. Wow. Other surgeons noticed. Even when the patient was shown dramatic before and after photographs, they didn't notice. What Dr. Maltz figured out was that the person was carrying around an internal picture of themselves that didn't match up with outer reality. He also discovered that people acted in accordance with this internal picture. In too many cases to ignore, he noticed that these specific patients severely limited their achievements, even though they had all the tools to build their dreams. My Improve Your Self-Image guided meditation will update and improve your mental picture, the image of yourself that drives your behavior, so you can achieve the things you deserve. I'll guide you through the years of your life, beginning from age 5 to where you are today. I'll show you how you have gathered valuable information over the years that's worth holding on to, and I'll show you how to change your internal picture to one that supports your goals and dreams. This recording has been instrumental in changing people's lives. Tens of thousands of people have purchased this transformative meditation at my self-improvement seminars. And today I provide it to you for free, just for visiting my YouTube channel. I do want to mention that many times during the meditation, you will hear me say the word tape. That's because this timeless recording is from a time when tape was the recording norm. Before you experience my Improve Your Self-Image meditation, I want to mention a free gift I have for you on my website, grasshoppernotes.com. You can download a PDF version of my book, Interruption, The Magic Key to Lasting Change, for free. It's an easy read. In fact, you can read it in a day and make changes that will last a lifetime. And did I mention it's free? I just recently wrote another book. It's a personal journal called The Wisdom of the Grasshopper, 21 Days to Creativity. It's for sale at blurb.com, and it's only $16.95. This book is filled with mini meditations that will unleash your creativity and make your inspired ideas a reality. I request you go to blurb.com and get a copy for yourself, and buy one for someone close to you, too. And now let's improve your self-image.
Okay, would you please close your eyes? And with your eyes comfortably closed, I'd like you to take a moment and just notice your breath. Notice however it is, and notice what it feels like when you breathe. What does your stomach feel like when you breathe? How about your chest? What goes on there when you breathe? feels good to breathe. And it's nice to notice your breathing from time to time. Notice how it is. Notice where it comes in and where it comes out. Some people breathe in through their nose and exhale through their mouth. Just notice what you do. And make sure to notice your breathing throughout the course of a day. Just take a moment and stop. It's not necessary to control it. Just notice it. Notice how it comes in and how it goes out. Just by putting your attention on your breathing, it will just naturally start to slow up and relax you. It's a nice thing to know that you breathe. And it's even better to put your attention on it from time to time. While you're noticing your breathing, you may also want to notice that you swallow 2 or 3 times a minute. And before I mention breathing or swallowing, you may not have noticed your breathing or your swallowing. And you may be noticing it now. That's a suggestion. And with your eyes comfortably closed, as you listen to the sound of my voice, and as you notice your breathing, and as you feel whatever you feel as you're sitting or lying down, your body and your mind continue to unwind, relax, and let go. I'd like to take you on a little excursion back through your own life, and it's a fun thing to do. I invite you to go back to when you were 5 years old. 5. And I ask you to get a sense of what you looked like when you were 5 years old. Maybe there's a picture around that you remember, that you can conjure up in your mind right now. Or maybe you even have the ability to recall and see what it is that you looked like when you were 5 years old. And even if the pictures aren't clear to you now, just make the effort. Go for it. The pursuit of this exercise is where the benefit is. Just get a sense of what you looked like when you were 5 years old. Oh, it's you, okay. The only difference is you were 5. Now that you have a sense what it's like to be 5 years old, what it looks like, I'd like you to move up now in time to when you were in the 6th grade. What did you look like in the 6th grade? Get a sense of what you looked like in the 6th grade. I'll make you a bet. I'll bet you look different than when you were 5 years old. Notice the differences. You've changed. And you have a lot more experiences than when you were 5 years old. And now let's move you up to when you were 17 years old. 17. Oh my. You're a lot different than when you were in the 6th grade. And you're certainly a lot different than when you were 5 years old. What did you look like at 17? What was your hair doing then? Maybe you can even get a full body image of what you looked like when you were 17. My money says you're a lot different than when you were in the 6th grade. And I'll make an even bigger wager that you looked a lot different than when you were 5 years old. Notice the differences. Notice the changes. And notice you're more experienced at 17 than you were in the 6th grade, than when you were 5 years old. Get a sense of what you looked like at 17. And now let's move forward to when you were 28 years old. And if you've never been 28, maybe you'd like to imagine what it would be like to be 28. Get a sense of what you looked like when you were 28 years old. A lot different than when you were 17. Certainly a lot different than the 6th grade. And a whole bunch of differences from when you were 5 years old. Go for it. Get a sense of what you looked like when you were 28. And notice that you have a lot more experiences even from when you were 17. Certainly a lot more than from the 6th grade. And Lord knows, so many more than when you were 5 years old. Now what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to come up to the age you are today. What do you look like today? Maybe you're remembering a recent picture. Maybe you can remember what you look like in the mirror. And we don't want to embellish this picture. We want you to see exactly who you are today. Who did you evolve to? Don't judge it. Just see it. The judgments are not part of this exercise, and they're certainly not helpful. Just see yourself as you are today. Maybe you can even get a full-length picture of what you look like today. And notice, you've got more experiences now than you've ever had in the past. A lot more than when you were 28. Many more than when you were 17. A heck of a lot more experiences than when you were in the 6th grade. And just notice that you have more experiences now than you did when you were 28. You're more experienced. More experienced than you were at 17. Than in the 6th grade. Than when you were 5 years old. You have tons and tons of experiences. So get a sense of what you look like today. Now that you have a sense of what you look like today, I want you to set that picture aside. We'll come back to it later. And now what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to imagine yourself at the most peaceful place on earth. Now, I don't know where that is for you, but you do. And even if you don't know where the most peaceful place on earth for you is, I'd like you to make it up. I'd like you to imagine that you're at the most peaceful place on earth. And notice what you look like when you're there. Take a look at yourself at the most peaceful place on earth. Notice how peaceful you look. Notice how your face softens when you're so peaceful. All the hard edges just melt and fade away when you're peaceful. Get a sense of what you look like when you're peaceful. And now that you have a sense of what you look like when you're peaceful, let's add to that image, keeping the peaceful look on your face. Let's add to your whole image of yourself. Let's add exactly what you want to look like. Yeah, you deserve it. And it's your imagination, and you can do whatever you choose to do in there. You can make very bright colored pictures of yourself, very close pictures of yourself, pictures of yourself that you want to see, pictures of yourself that you want others to see. Craft that image right now. See the you want to see, keeping that peaceful look on your face. See the you that you want others to see. Remember, you deserve it. It's your imagination. And this is the picture that you're going to carry with you. This is the picture that's going to get you what it is that you deserve. Because you've been carrying an outdated picture of yourself, one that does not match up with who you want to be. And now you have the ability in your own mind to craft the picture of yourself that you want to see and that you want others to see. There are no limits on you. You can do whatever you want in here. And now that you're crafting the image that you want to see and the image you want others to see, keeping that very peaceful look on your face, here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to bring back that picture of you, the one that you've evolved to since you were 5 years old, the one we set aside. And I'd like you to introduce that picture of yourself to this new image of you. Yeah, let them meet for the first time and let them blend together, just like you would blend two liquids together in a pitcher. Stir them up so they become part of each other, so they learn from each other. Because you've brought so many experiences with you in this life, so many experiences that are worthwhile to hold on to. Some of them you can just let melt and fade away. And now you have a whole new image to go along with all those valuable experiences. So this meeting of the old you and the new you is very valuable. And going forward, you take only the experiences that you need to accomplish what you desire, along with this new image that you'll take with you everywhere you go. This whole new image of you in your mind will be with you at all times. You'll never be alone. You'll always have this image, and it will always drive what it is that you want. In the past, you've had an outdated image, and that image just did not get you what you wanted. This image will, because you've crafted it. You've done the work. You deserve it. You finally have an image of yourself that matches up with who you deserve to be. And just watch the results that magically come to you just by changing your self-image. You've done the work. You've made it happen. And each time you listen to this tape, you'll reinforce this image, and it will become stronger and stronger and a part of you, and it will serve you getting you the things that you want, the things that you desire, the things that you deserve. You've done all the work, and you have a whole new self-image. And again, each time you listen to your tape, you reinforce this image, and it just gets stronger and stronger, and serving you throughout your entire life. So make sure to repeat this exercise and listen to this tape often, so this becomes a part of you for the remainder of your life, so that it will serve you for your entire life, getting you the things that you deserve. And when you feel that you've done enough work this time around, you can refresh yourself if you choose, or just drift off to sleep. You decide.